riprap bank here. This is actually a little riprap point. But riprap, not all riprap is created equal in terms of, how it's structured, the size of the riprap, how the riprap is positioned, the water clarity in and around the riprap, and all that plays a factor in fall bass fishing. So I sort of want to go through, the fall time of the year and how I fish riprap based upon the water clarity, because I really think that water clarity has everything to do with it. When I'm talking about fishing riprap in the fall, I'm talking about anywhere between the middle of September into November. That's going to be the best time for it. Once it starts getting into December, you got a lot of different techniques that work beyond the fall techniques, but in today's video I want to pretty much concentrate on the fall type areas. Okay, now there's three main water clarity conditions that you're going to fish with riprap. Number one is going to be stained water condition, where you have water visibility of, say, less than 1.5 feet. That's actually probably my favorite riprap color to fish, because when you have 1.5 feet of visibility, 12, 15 inches, something like that, it puts those fish really shallow on the riprap, and also it makes it where they bite all day long. Other riprap variations as far as water clarity, there's windows during the day, and they're very condition oriented based upon like sunlight intensities. But if you have a stained water area with riprap in it, you can catch bass all day long with a variety of techniques. Without a doubt, the best technique for fishing stained water fall time riprap is a small crankbait. The one I use is that Megabass Super Z2. You guys can get that in my Tackle Warehouse link. That thing is deadly on riprap. Super Z1 and Super Z2, or any small little crankbait that's like 1.25 inches long. That's going to be really good. Throw it right up on the rocks. Try to target that 1 to 3 foot zone with it. Also, sometimes you can catch them on a small spinnerbait in the fall time of the year, especially if you got some wind coming up against the riprap. A little 1/4 ounce spinnerbait with like a little number 3 willow leaf blade can also be good. Now, when you start to get water visibilities of greater than 1.5 feet, sort of in that 2 to 3.5, or say 2 to 3 foot zone, which is very common, that's when it becomes a little bit more condition oriented. And that's when riprap in the fall time of the year is always better in low light conditions and earlier in the morning. So if I have, say, 2 to 3 foot visibility, one of my favorite ways to catch them is right off the bat in the morning with like a popper, like a Pop-R or that Megabass Pop Max. Really good way to catch them is on a little chugger like that. Spinnerbait too, especially if you got a lot of wind hitting that bank. Spinnerbait, burning it, just under the surface, you can catch them. And also, this is a really good time of year to fish a finesse jig. Finesse jig on riprap in about 3 foot of water is really, really good. So those are my three